Hey guys, today we'll be starting a new series of videos which will be covering like Playwright with Python and PyTest. Okay, so uh, like what is Playwright, right? So Playwright is a new automation tool, not new, but it is there quite a long time, and I recently discovered like it is, I mean, it has very good features, and I tried it with Python and PyTest, so I found it very useful, and so thought about sharing it. So let's see directly in their website, like what they are talking about this tool, right? Okay, so I'm opening Chrome and let's search for Playwright. Okay, so this is the link, official link of their, I mean, this is a website, http playwright.dev, and here is this link. We need to click on it, and now you can see like what they're saying. So Playwright enables reliable end-to-end testing for modern web apps. So modern web apps means like whatever new technology like Vue.js or maybe React.js. So those kind of application, it can this tool can handle very well, right? Even other tools, other technologies also fine, right? It's like any Java technology that also will be working fine. So basically, this tool is built on Node packages. I mean, it's on JavaScript, but we can use different languages, right? Node.js, Python, Java, .NET. This four is currently supported, and we'll be like exploring this tool with this Python language. Okay, so here we will be, I mean, we can see, we can go through about few things like what is the features available, like it can handle any browser like so like Chrome, Firefox. There is another browser available like WebKit, I guess I saw it, and yeah, WebKit, and also Chromium. So all type of Chromium, I mean Chromium, that is the blue one, and the normal Chrome, that is also supported, and it handles Firefox as well, but it doesn't support, I think, IE. Okay, that is not there. Even Edge browser, I didn't see it, but I hope Edge is there. I need to check it. Okay, but they have not mentioned about it here. Also, it can test on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, locally or on CI, headless and headed. Yeah, that is a very good feature, because in Selenium, like if you're coming from Selenium background, then you can know like to handle. I mean, to make it work in headless, it's a bit tricky, right? You know to know, but here it is very easy, very easy. Okay, so that will be seen. And apart from that, like it is cross language, like it can support this. I already mentioned about it. Like also we can test in web application, test mobile web. Okay, so yeah, so mobile web means when we are let's say this browser, I mean this is the complete desktop window, right? So you can open it in the a small mobile size window, right? So those simulation you can do it using this tool. Okay, so let's say you want to execute your test in iPhone in mobile view. Okay, so that is also possible. So like it means like Google Chrome for Android and mobile Safari. So the same rendering engine works on your desktop and in the cloud. So that's very good thing, because in case you want to check whether it's working on mobile UI, so that also possible, but all application is not supported in both web and mobile. So this is not applicable for those type of application. Okay, so if your application is supporting both mobile and web version, then only you can try it, because when you make the UI small, in that case your element gets different, right? I mean the locators get changed, or it is not visible, maybe the login button may be not visible. So uh, it will work only when you know like you have to execute in uh, mobile browser or mobile web, not mobile browser but mobile web. Okay, now next is no flaky test. This is also very good thing because in Selenium we have seen like it's sometimes like your test getting passed. You have to handle the weight synchronization very well. Otherwise, it gets fail. Like it may seem some multiple failures, right? So those take much time, right, to handle those things. But in Playwright, you have a option of auto wait, so it actually wait till your element is enabled or um, clickable or some other actions. So whenever it performs some actions, it does some different checks. Okay, those we'll be seeing also. But yeah, so those auto-wait kind of facilities available, and also with is web first assertion. So playwright assertions are created specifically for dynamic web checks are automatically retried until the necessary conditions are met. So this is also very good feature. And the next part is tracing. So configuring retrace strategy captures execution trace and video screenshot to eliminate flags, right? So tracing, is very good features for debugging purposes. We can also check these things. Next thing is like no trade up, no limit. Okay, and test fence support also. It support trace fence, shadow DOM. It has, I mean, it is supporting those things, right? Also, it is like browser context. So this is very good feature. We'll be seeing it now. I'm not explaining it here, but it's like you. Let's say, for example, let's say you are logging into your web application, and this is your like one of the first criteria you have to do it. So for every test you have to log in first, right? So for this takes some time, right? Maybe 5 second, maybe 10 second. But what you can do, you can use this browser context feature, and you can just make it always logged in. Okay, always logged in means, let's say the first time it will be logged in. After that, whenever the new browser context or new browser is opened, it actually reserve, I mean it actually I mean what you can say, like in the memory it will store it, and you will be always see like it is logged in. It will not perform the logging step again. Okay, so that feature is available. So Playwright creates a browser context for each test. Browser context is equivalent to a brand new browser profile. This delivers full test isolation with the zero overhead. Creating a new browser context only takes a handful of milliseconds. So we'll see it, what I'm saying it. Okay, so login once, save the authentication state of the context and reuse it all the rest. Okay, so this is also good, very good feature. Login once, that I just mentioned you, right? So save the authentication state of the context and reuse it in all tests. This bypass repetitive login operation in each test. Okay, so that I just mentioned. And code generation. So this is we will be seeing also. And playwright inspector, trace viewer. Okay, so lots of features are there, and let's see what we can cover. So I'm just changing it to Python. Okay, so till the just get it loaded, and we'll open our browser window. Sorry, we'll be opening our Pycharm. So I hope you are aware about Pycharm and Python. And if you're not sure about how to install Pycharm and Python, so then you can view my other videos. I will share the link in the description. And let's start it. So click on this new project, and here you will get this window, right? And here you have to uh, mention. So let's say I want to name it here, playwright playwright demo. Okay, and I'm creating a virtual environment, and here, okay, so create a main dot py welcome string. So I'm not changing anything, so I'm just creating it. Clicking on create button, and it's getting created. And let's see what happened. Yeah, so it changed to Python. And here actually, now if I get the document, so this is the very good documentation is here. We'll be following from here. I mean, will be, if you have any, like in case I need to find anything, I will go here and check it, right? So it's, you can check it here as well. So very good documentation is available. And let's see. Okay, let it create. Okay, till it gets created this virtual environment, we will just go through this page once. So as you can see, getting started page is there. So installation system requirement, it's there. Okay, so we can go through about it. So probably we can check it what is there. So Playwright requires Python 3.7 and above. So make sure you have Python 3.7 or above. I have, I think, Python 3.9. Okay, I will check it once. Uh, CMD Python. Yep, I have Python 3.9.6, and Windows, Mac OS, Linux all will be working. So this is the system requirement. And next, like you can see, it's saying like using pip command, how can I install Playwright, right? So pip install does upgrade. So this will be upgrading the pip, and then we can click on, we can hit this command pip install Playwright. So using this command, it will install the Playwright. Okay, and next Playwright install. So this will actually install all the browsers. Okay, so and conda, will not be doing this thing. So usage, so everything is there. So we'll be go through one by one. Okay, let's see our project gets created or not. Yeah, it gets created finally, right? So okay, so let's create one package here. So let's give the name as basics. Okay, and next click on Python file, and let's first test case dot py. So I just created one first test case dot py. So what will be what let's say you don't know anything right now, right? So I mean, even I mean, if you do not know anything how to write this playwright code, right? So you can actually generate the code and just copy paste it here. So well, this is very I mean, like we will not going to do that when we will be writing the test, but for the first time when you are doing it, you just can, I mean, let's say today we want to automate one site, right? So what we'll be doing, you just go to the site and inspect the element, write it here, and then write the code and everything, right? So we'll not have to do those things, right? You can do it. So before that, before coming to that, we have to do some prerequisites, right? So you have to install Playwright. You have to install, yeah, first Playwright would be fine. I mean, we do not know any other things. So yep. Okay, so to install Playwright, what we can do, I think I'm in the local environment. So what I'll be doing, I'll be right clicking on it, and no, okay, just click on the star. Where is the settings? Yep. So click on the settings from the file menu, and then go to this here, Playwright demo, and click on the Python interpreter, and here make sure it is selected as Python 3.9. Okay, and here you can see like this is, as this is the virtual environment, so this is like a kind of isolated environment where it is not related to the global environment. Okay, so so it is just like isolated. Okay, isolated place, and here you have only these three things. Now what you can do, you can click on this plus icon, and here search for Playwright. Okay, and specify the version and click on install. So I do not need to specify the version because this is the latest version 1.21.0. So I just click on the install package and make sure it is from the Microsoft Corporation. and we'll be installing this PyTest Playwright. Okay, see this also requires, and but right now we do not need it, so I'm not going to install it. I'll be doing it later. Okay, the package Playwright installed successfully. So let's close it and click on OK. So our Playwright is installed successfully and it's doing something. Okay, scanning successfully. So now let's check it like pip list, and let's see what it's showing. So we can see like we are in the virtual environment, so that is why it's showing me pip and Playwright. So these are the things we have currently installed. Okay, so now what we can do, like we have installed the first prerequisites, which was uh, pip install Playwright, right? So these things we have done, but we have done from the settings part, right? From clicking on this file and then settings, that part we have done, but the same thing we can do from here as well, like pip install, which it is mentioned here, right? So that we can do as well. So I'm not doing this again, but yeah, that is also possible from here. So next part, this part I'll be doing from terminal. Okay, so let's do it. So what actually it will do, okay, right? So actually it creates, it actually not creates, it actually downloads all the um, binaries for the browsers, right? Chrome, Firefox, Safari, not Safari, WebKit, Chromium. So those it actually downloads. But now you will say where, right? So it actually downloads in your temp directory. So what I mean by temp directory is like ampersand temp ampersand. Okay, so this is my temp directory, and let me make it short. Okay, so not I sorry, I made a mistake here. So not temp directory exactly, but you have to go to the temp directory first, like I go and now you have to go one step back. So it's the local, right? Update a local, and from there let's find, I already have installed Playwright in my machine, so it's showing, it's actually, this is MS Playwright, right? So these things will be downloaded. So if I now click on uh, if I like hit this install button, let's see what happens. Okay, okay, so actually first it removed, you can see removed unused browser at this place, like I mentioned, like update a local MS Playwright. Okay, so first it deleted all those old unused browsers, and then it actually downloading again. So when it downloads, actually it's downloaded the updated version, right? So Chromium 100, so maybe previously it was not updated. So you can see like downloading Playwright build for Chromium version 1000, and Playwright build for Chromium version downloaded at this location. So we can see it like this got downloaded. Next it is downloading for Firefox 1322. So 1322 is not there, it's still so previously it was 1319, now it's downloading 1322. So we can see like Firefox also got downloaded, so let's see. Yep, it is there. So we can actually delete it as we do not need it. Let's first install it, all these things. So it's showing the path as well. Okay, so it's completed the downloading. So you can see Firefox, Chromium, and WebKit got downloaded. So 1630 is got downloaded, 1630. So we can delete this part. We can delete as well this one. Okay, so we have Chromium, and I think this is not required, or I'm not sure. It's both same. Installation complete by Chromium. Installation complete Chromium. I think we can delete it. Yep. So let's okay. So okay, so it got downloaded. It downloads Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit, right? Okay, now we will start our. I mean, we can get started, right? So next, what it is saying. So usage. So once installed, you can import Playwright and you can write this code and test it, right? So we're not going to do this part. I mean, we can do it definitely, but what I wanted to show you, like you can hit one command like Playwright codegen, and next the URL you want to launch. So I'll be launching Google Chrome. So just paste it. Now see the magic. Yep. So you can see the Chrome window got opened. So it is not the Chrome, it is Chromium. And now I'll be explaining few things here. So there is two window got open, right? So this is the browser window, and here this is the Playwright inspector. Okay, so this is very powerful feature of Playwright, and you can see the codes also. I mean, this code is also automatically generated, and whatever things we have done so far, like so it's you can see like the definition run, and this is in the Python environment, Python language, right? So it's in this way it's creating the browser instance. So playwright.chromium.launch headless equals to false. So if I make it true, then this window will not be launched, right? So I mean we can do that from this command as well. Like we do not want to generate this URL in the, we want to make it in the headless mode. So that parameter we can pass it, but now we'll not see that. Probably in later part we can see that. So let's see the few more things here. Like it's opening the page, so it's creating the page object. Context.new page. Okay, so this object got created, and this reference page is the reference, right? And this is the object, and we are getting to the new link. I mean the website we mentioned, like page.go to, and next it is closing, and the browser got closed. So actually we have not closed it, but it automatically generates this code, right? Now if I just copy it from here and paste it here, okay, it will automatically create, I mean if I run this code, it will launch the Chrome browser. Okay, so let's do that once. So I just paste it here, as you can see, and I'm not changing anything here, and I want to run it now. Okay, so to run it I have to close it first, because then only I will be going to this part. But what we can do, we can just copy the URL, open in Explorer, okay, and copying this part, and next I'm going to opening CMD, so this okay, so I have to, okay, so I went to this path, and I will be writing Python run, no, Python -m, or I can directly do it, uh, Python basics, Okay, I think I have to go cd playwright demo yt, and then I have to write python basics slash first test case dot py. uh, what is saying no module name playwright? Okay, because the problem is that I'm not in the virtual environment, right? So what we can do, just close it, or maybe um, okay, I will show you that later. I mean, we can execute definitely this one, but few more things I want to show you. Like here, as you can see, we can inspect the element, right? So whenever hovering over it, it is actually showing you the uh, locators, right? So we can utilize it, or maybe we can create our own locator. Okay, so I will just click on it, and I will show you a few things here. Like let's say I'm searching for something, like let's say playwright. I just clicked on playwright, and from here I just hit enter button, and now you can see actually this code is automatically getting filled, right? So from here I'm just hitting this first URL. Okay, so that's it. I just want to copy this part and paste it here once again. So you can see this code gets automatically generated. Like we clicked on the search button and click on enter button. Sorry, we just search for playwright, and then I click on enter button, and then we click on this first URL. Okay, so all these things gets just recorded, and the script gets automatically created. Right now I'm closing this window and closing it here as well, and now opening it here. Now let's run it. Python basics and first test, hit enter. So you can see the browser gets launched, and it takes bit time to, yep, it's loaded. Now it will write playwright, yep, and it clicks on the first link, and it stopped. So you can see it's very fast, right? And even it's actually waiting till the page gets loaded, and that is why it's getting a bit slow. But if your page is like there is no delay in loading the page, then probably you will not be able to see what is happening exactly. Okay, so there are lots of things we can cover here. I mean, like I will show you one small thing. Like let's say there is a very good feature of slow motion, so you can add it here. Like slow motion equals to let's say I want to give a slow motion of 1000 millisecond. So for after each of not 1000, maybe I can make it 5000 for just demo purpose. So after clicking on that last part, I think it will wait for 5000 500 seconds. Okay, so I mean after each accents it actually wait for 5000 milliseconds. So I'm making it 3000. Okay, so maybe 3 seconds is fine. So let's run it once more. So for the demo purpose, it's very good feature, and also for the debugging purpose, you can see what is actually happening because Playwright is very fast. So you can see it's waiting for 3 seconds. So clicks, now you can see this window, right? Now it gets closed. Yep. So so for the I mean demo purpose, it's very good feature. So I'm not removing it. I'm keeping it as maybe 1 second just to make it slow, or maybe I can remove it for now. Okay, that's fine. So I hope you have got a very brief introduction on this Playwright tool. We'll be covering more other some other things, okay, in detail, like the um, what are the different actions it performs. So how to handle all those things, like how to handle um, select, I mean like drop down menu, or maybe a window, or different elements, right? So we can check that. Even the locators, those also will be checking. Also will be covering like uh, page object model. So maybe in the later stage, but now not now. So keep watching this video. Thank you.